Right, the first one I have you ever had one of those days where you just don't want to get out of bed and you just want to jump back into a dream? Well,
Yes.
I once missed a whole day of work because I stayed in bed trying to finish a dream I was having where there was a small chance I was going to shag someone. That's how frequently I have sex. I have had, well, not the sex bit, but I have had dreams where I've woken up to go to the toilet and you're like, I want to go back into that one. And have you ever actually gone straight back into it?
No.
So not straight, yeah.
I have.
I get more frustrated though when you're like, I've got to complete this dream. You get back into bed and you go, what was it?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. Or you wake up and you have a dream and you're like, oh, I have to tell such a person that later. And later on in the day, it's completely gone.
Yeah, completely.
And you normally, like, I normally dream and then wake up, and if I fall back to sleep, I totally forget about it.
Yeah.
Do you forget that?
It's worse when you've had a dream that you've had an argument with someone, so you wake up and you're raging with them, but you don't know why. I've had that before.
I've been on the receiving end of that, where people are annoyed at me because I've done something in their dream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what's that? What's he confessing?
I think he's confessing that he doesn't have sex that often, and the only chance he had was in a dream.
And he missed the whole days of work. That
by the sound of it.
For that.
Yeah. There's other ways. There's other ways of sorting that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he has a few socks missing.
Yeah, I think he needs to go and get some real sex.
Right. The next one I have. Does anyone have a weird neighbor and you just wonder sometimes about people what goes on behind closed doors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I crouch down and fart on my elderly cat. Sometimes it smells or sounds so bad that it wakes her up, and sometimes she keeps sleeping.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
That's awful.
On your cat.
Fart on an elderly cat, an OAP of cats.
This cat isn't the one that's done a runner, is it, from its owners?
That's what it probably is, yeah.
That's actually animal cruelty.
Well, this just reminds me of Friends.
You can kill a cat with a fart.
Smelly cat.
Yeah, you're a cow.
Why are you farting on me? Smelly cat.
It's whenever if you've done a big fart and you're next to the dog, I've done it before, and Baxter just turns around and then smells his own arse, thinking it's him.
That is a confession. Sorry, son.
He's like, I can just picture the ears going up. No, that can't be me.
And it's the look of startle as if so.
I wasn't eating fish tuna wraps.
I can't believe someone would do that.
No, don't fart on your cat.
No, don't, please. We don't.
Why
want
would you do that?
Brilliant.
Maybe he's got that fart fetish. That he's going on about. What the heck?
Just imagine how startled the cat would be waking up. Just that. And they're just looking around.
And then stink the rest of the day.
Oh, I hope they didn't suffer with IBS as well.
Oh no.
Shit
Right,
particles all over.
Yeah.
I've got one more to take us out. I went to a COE primary school, and for an assembly one day, a pupil in my class was tasked with leading the school in saying the Lord's Prayer. She wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, and for some reason thought name in the second line was a placeholder cue. So she sang, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy Catherine.
What was in place?
Yeah, like insert name here. Hallowed be thy Catherine.
I've had when I used to go to a CV school as well, and people used to go rogue when it was the Lord's Prayer, but not quite like the placeholder stuff. But there was some stuff that came out in that Lord's Prayer that wasn't meant to be in it. But that's what happens when you put a load of teenagers in charge of the Lord's Prayer.
When I was in secondary school, we all had to take turns reading out stories in English, or like say 3 paragraphs each. And one guy read out like gasp and like G, like he read it out as gee. And in Dublin, gee means like Danny always references minge. So he just in the middle of it, and his voice broke as well when he said it. So he's like, gasp, gee. The whole class erupted.
Gasp. Minge.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, I
Speaking
hated
of-
that bit.
Huh?
I hated that bit in school when it used to have to read a bit out and the pressure was then on
In
you.
English.
Oh, it was reading the next page. No, it's even worse with Shakespeare. And then someone would read out the stage instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
Speaking
had to
of
read
the
out in
Lords-
Irish too.
Oh,
What?
We had to read
Serious?
out in Irish. Yeah, well, before Irish class, we'd have to read out short stories in Irish.
yeah.
Speaking of the Lord's Prayer, like, depending on what side of the community you're from up here, there's 2 different Lord's Prayers.
Is there?
Yeah. Well, there's a long version and a short version. Protestants
Hallowed be
tend to
thy
do-
Rachel. Is that the other version?
Protestants tend to do the long version, and when you're in a chapel, you have to stop yourself to make sure you don't say, you don't say, or you'll be caught out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of Meet in the Middle.
If you enjoyed this episode, why not check out the others?
And see that subscribe button? Hit it. Hit it.
And while you're there, hit that bell notification and drop us a like. We'll see you next time.